Your grocery bill is already higher. But here's what most people don't know. The biggest price hikes from the 2025 tariffs haven't hit your store shelves yet. Economists are calling April through October 2026 the peak impact window, meaning prices on specific foods are about to jump significantly. And if you're not prepared right now, you're going to feel it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which foods are going to cost you the most, which ones are actually getting cheaper, and give you a concrete action plan to protect your family's food supply without breaking the bank. Let's get into it. Back in April 2025, the administration announced sweeping new tariffs on imported goods, what they called Liberation Day. The idea was to bring manufacturing back to the U.S. and create leverage in trade negotiations. But here's the reality of how supply chains work. There's a 12 to 18-month lag between when tariffs are imposed and when you actually feel the price increase at the grocery store. That lag ends now, April 2026. Even though courts struck down some of those tariffs, the administration has continued with Section 232 tariffs, new anti-dumping duties, and a baseline 10% tariff on most imports. The result? Importers are either absorbing the costs, scrambling for new suppliers, or passing it directly to you. And here's something most people haven't connected. The situation in the Middle East, specifically the Strait of Hormuz, is making it worse. Oil and fertilizer prices are spiking, and both of those flow directly into what it costs to grow, package, and ship your food. The World Bank projects global food prices could average 15 to 20% higher in the first half of 2026 if that crisis continues. Let's talk specifics. These are the categories seeing the biggest increases and the ones you should prioritize stocking up on now before prices climb further. Beef and veal, up 9.4% in 2026 alone, on top of a 16.4% jump in 2025. The U.S. cattle herd is at its smallest level in 70 years. Supply is down, demand is steady, prices go up. If beef is a staple in your household, freeze-dried beef and canned meat are worth buying now. Italian pasta, this one shocked me. Retail prices could more than double thanks to a combined tariff of around 107% after new anti-dumping duties took effect in January 2026. Stock pasta now. Seriously, it stores for years and costs almost nothing right now compared to what's coming. Coffee, up 21% year over year through late 2025, and Brazilian coffee now carries a 50% tariff. If you're a coffee drinker, buy extra. Whole beans freeze well. Canned goods, steel and aluminum tariffs are hitting packaging costs. Campbell's Soup publicly stated tariffs would add about 4% to their cost of goods this year. Every canned soup, vegetable, and fruit on your shelf is being affected. Fresh vegetables, up 48% in February 2026 compared to February 2025. Fresh produce is difficult to stockpile, which is exactly why learning to grow even a small garden or keeping frozen vegetables is more valuable than ever. The projected additional cost per U.S. household from these tariffs? Approximately $1,500 per year. That's not a rounding error. That's real money coming out of your budget. Now here's where preppers get smart. Not everything is going up. Some categories are actually projected to drop in 2026, and these are the ones to stock while they're cheap. Eggs, after 2 years of avian flu driving prices to record highs, egg prices are forecasted to come back down through 2026. Powdered eggs have a 25-year shelf life. If you haven't added powdered eggs to your storage, now's the time. Pork, projected to decrease by about 0.3% overall. Canned pork, bacon bits, and freeze-dried pork are good additions right now. Dairy feed costs are moderating and production is stabilizing, so dairy prices are expected to ease. Powdered whole milk and canned evaporated milk are excellent long-term storage options. Here's what I'd do right now if I were starting from scratch or filling gaps in an existing stockpile. Step 1. Prioritize what's going up the most. Pasta, canned goods, and beef should be at the top of your list. Buy what you normally eat, but buy more of it now. Step 2. Focus on calorie density and shelf life. White rice, dried beans, lentils, oats, these are your foundation. Rice stores 25 to 30 years in sealed buckets. A 50-pound bag of rice runs around $25 to $35 right now. That's hundreds of meals. Step 3, buy protein in multiple forms: canned tuna, canned chicken, freeze-dried beef, peanut butter. Aim for at least 30 days of protein per person. Step 4, don't forget cooking essentials: oil, salt, sugar, honey, baking powder, spices. Honey never expires. Salt is a preservative. These are the items most people forget until they actually need them. Step 5, rotate, don't hoard. Stock what you eat and eat what you stock. Label everything with the date you bought it. First in, first out. Your emergency food storage shouldn't be a time capsule. It should be a living pantry. I know an extra $100 in food costs sounds like a lot when you're already tight. Here's how to absorb that hit over time rather than all at once. Buy 1 or 2 extra cans or bags every single grocery trip. You don't have to build a year's supply in a weekend. Consistency over time adds up to serious preparedness. Shop loss leaders. When your grocery store puts canned goods or rice on sale, buy as much as you can reasonably store. Track unit prices, not sticker prices. Consider warehouse stores for bulk buying. The per unit cost on rice, beans, and canned goods is significantly lower. And grow what you can. Even a small container garden on an apartment balcony can offset some of your vegetable costs. Tomatoes, herbs, peppers. These are easy and the seeds cost almost nothing. The tariff situation is real, it's ongoing, and the full impact is hitting right now in 2026. But preppers don't panic, we prepare. The people who took action months ago are laughing at these price increases. You still have time to get ahead of this. Here's my question for you. Which food category are you most worried about? Beef, coffee, canned goods, or something else entirely? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. And if this video helped you take action, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us reach more people who need this information. Stay ready.